What's up? What's up? It's your girl Ingrid here, and you are watching ThisIs50.com.
That boy Punch, new face, new money. Whoa, I got my girl with me.
What up?
You gotta let them know who you are, man. You gotta let the people know.
Ingrid.
There it is, bang. You already see what it is. Ingrid. They're gonna first look at the headline and they're gonna look who it is, and I'm gonna be real. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is Ingrid?
Right.
Who the fuck is Ingrid?
Google. Shit, Ingrid is a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, primarily, I'm a rap artist and a songwriter and a musician.
You're from Texas?
Yep, from Houston, H-Town.
Yeah, the town. I see you got the grills in.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I mean, the southern influence is cool. Why rap? Why not sing?
I was born into just doing music in general. I do sing as well.
Do everything.
Yeah.
So you're about to get a lot of checks.
Hopefully. Yeah.
I get it. I mean, we gotta deal with the elephant in the room to move past it. It's difficult to move around without it. You are kind of the shit right now because you are affiliated with the Queen Bee.
Word.
You gotta walk them through. They want to. The Beehive is gonna click it now to talk about it.
The Beehive knows what's up. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. B, you know, she's a great manager. We grew up in Houston, in the same neighborhood in 3rd Ward. Literally got an opportunity to write for her about 4 years ago. I was living out here in New York. I lived in Brooklyn for 5 years.
What part of Brooklyn?
And, in the Sty.
What?
And, yeah.
Oh, you hood? Let me just loosen up then. Fuck it then, man. I was sitting up proper and all that, trying to be different. Now I'm gonna relax.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, man. So shit, I just moved back to Houston 11 months ago. So I went back really, hopefully to bring some visibility back to H-Town entertainment level. But yeah, living out here was cool. I learned a lot. I had the opportunity to start writing for B like 4 years ago. Yeah. And I wrote a bunch of records for her. She loved them and she ended up signing me. So here I am.
We gotta, she said a lot so fast. We bring back the opening line. You said she manages you.
Yeah.
Now this is something that can't be spoken over too fast. Beyonce manages you.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, I mean, I just said it, but pretty much.
No, I mean like, because you're so new that they want to get every detail. You get what I'm saying? To really build.
I grew up with her in Houston. She's known me my entire life. I was best friends with her sister, and when I moved up here, I was completely on my own. So I've always known her. I never have been like affiliated with her professionally at all. And I was just kind of in the right place at the right time, to be real, on a personal level. And she was like, yo, I want you to take a stab at writing on my project. So I went, I delivered, and
Again, another fucking crazy question. The pressure has to be immense.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trying to jump out the window by this, but when we are around 5th, it feels like everything is so much more pressure. Because it's just like, yeah, man, well, 50 gonna see it in a minute.
Right, right, right.
You get what I'm saying? So when you get these legends, that's like, yeah, man, everything is cool, man. I'm just here. You know what I mean? It's like it gotta add a magnitude of weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, it does. I mean, she's the best of the best. So definitely, like everything I do, I feel like I have to always be at my best. Take it super seriously. Because I mean, everything that I create, she listens to. So it's like, and having that in the back of my mind, writing for her was easier as an artist because I got like the scary part out of the way because I had to demo all of my own songs for her. And so initially I was just a rapper, I would say. Like I only considered myself to be a rapper when I first started writing for her. And then she was really the one that was like, you don't sound bad on these demos. Like you need to take it more serious, and really work on your singing too. And that's essentially how I really started like just singing on my records. But like for 4 years straight, I was just writing the records and recording the demos because you got to pay your dues and not at the level as a writer to have like somebody in there demoing for me.
No, I get you.
So I got better, and then rapping has like always been my first talent. Like I can freestyle, like the whole thing. Just growing up in the Houston culture, listening to Screw and like that's all they used to do. They used to get on tapes and like rap for like 30, 45 minutes straight. Now their content, wasn't as like, deep probably as like, what the pure hip hop that we all know and love is, but like as far as their flow and the style, and it's very stylized, like the music in Texas still, So that's essentially what laid the foundation for me. But like my interest in other things and growing up listening to like Eminem is one of my favorite, MCs of all time, and Jay, Hov, like listening to all of these cats definitely just helped me diversify my style. and just, you know, helped me start thinking like a writer, but also being able to think like a writer, a singer, and a rapper, you know?
Crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of weight.
A lot of weight.
A lot of weight.
Yeah. I think that, well, everything I write is personal generally, but I think I've gotten down to like separating it, you know, like if I'm going in with the intent to write for somebody else, and I try to make sure that it's at like surface level for me, if that makes sense. So that it's not like
juice.
I mean, I'm gonna come with it. I mean,
don't buy the one she write.
No, I mean, I wrote Love Drought on Lemonade on Beyonce's latest album, track 7. So like I already, you know, so it's like kind of like one of those things where I think that's one of the best songs I've ever written. But that song was personal, but she used it and it gave it a totally different meaning when she took it. So. Yeah. It's interesting. Like, I think being an artist, I'm okay with it, you know. It's just weird because I don't really take records from other people, you know, for myself. So it's always interesting. It's always interesting, you know. I'm trying to work my way up to it, but you know, it's always interesting when people like, you know, like my records or whatever. It's not really hard for me to give them away because usually I make sure they end up, or I try to make sure they end up in the right hands, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
So then you get the record with 7.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome. I'm a huge 7 fan. You know, copped her EP and stuff, and so we were really just wrapping the project up. And like, yo, we got to fill in these blanks. We got to finish some of these songs up. Yeah. And that was like Flex was like my #1 choice, of course. And just getting things done, I'm like, this has to be finished. Yeah. And basically, I had a wish list, and she was like in the top 3 of my wish list. And she, you know, my management reached out to her management. They immediately responded. I was shocked.
You gotta have the greatest management ever.
Yeah.
If you forgot.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't even think about it like that though. You know, I'm out here working, so you know, at the end of the day,
you know what I mean. When Khaled said, "Yo, you might know my manager.
Yeah.
His name is Jay-Z."
Right.
It's kind of unfair.
Right.
You should continue to shoot for the sky at this rate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I mean, this is a good fucking start.
Word.
Outside of the quality of the record, the video, extremely eclectic. Yeah. I mean, unique.
Thank you.
What? Were you a part of the creation of the video?
Yeah.
I like Rocky is one of the first artists that was like popularizing. I direct all my videos with the shooter. You get what I'm saying?
No, I didn't
How
direct the video.
How interactive are you with it?
I was. Every last thing that's in the video was approved by me, and they're direct influences of my everyday life. Like, I eat crawfish every day in Houston. You know, the strip club culture in Houston is huge. That was actually my first time physically in a strip club ever when I shot my video.
Wow.
But growing up, it's just not something I'm interested in like that. But culturally in Houston, all the niggas that I grew up around, I have brothers, and you know, like that's what they do. You know, lunchtime they might be in a strip club having a shrimp plate, and that's like always been something that's been prevalent, you know, in my life, and so we had to incorporate that. The things that we incorporated in there are directly like parts of what I grew up experiencing.
I get it.
As opposed to me kind of emulating something I've seen. So it was exciting because Beyonce actually like had to like a lot of the video she directly influenced as well. Just knowing me and knowing the record, she was like, look, y'all cannot try to make this anything other than what it really is. Like we ended up shooting on top of my grandmother's house, like one of the scenes when I'm rapping on top of like the carport. It's my grandmother's house. So, you know, and things like that, you can't really make up, you know, like it is what it is. And so some people might rock with it, some people might not, but I can't change who I am. And that's the thing that I think that resonates with people, is that it's really me.
You brought up the Houston culture. Y'all really kind of absorbed the mixtape life. How did that affect you coming up? Because it had to make you almost a lord, like, yo, I really kind of want to be one of these mixtape niggas a little bit. You know?
Nah, never actually. I'm, you know, like, I grew up around beat, you know, and so seeing Destiny's Child and what they were able to do from a first-person standpoint, I've always had like a very realistic concept of what it means to like be an artist, you know. So like a lot of the rap lifestyle shit that these rappers try to do that they think you're supposed to be doing, I never been into because I know that's not the reality of it, you know. So
you have the POVs of POV.
Yeah. So
I get it.
Yeah. The only mixtape I technically did, it was called Blueprint 2, Blueprint 2. And it was me over all my favorite Hove beats. And that was in like 09 or 08 or something like that. You know, it's like 8 years ago. But that was the only thing I'll say was really truly like a mixtape because it wasn't original records.
So the wild shit is this. You can make Blueprint 2 and Hove could actually hear this.
Now, 8 years later, but just fast fact, I think Hove's first time ever hearing me rap probably has been in the past year, this year. Because that's how much I've respected like my relationships. Like I've been in his crib several times, but it was never like hey, by the way, like, you know, like, that's probably
oops,
why, you
this
know.
USB fell.
Yeah, I've been around this long.
I think this was for you.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like so awkward. And so I think that I have the respect, you know, from him and from B, especially because I have been so close to them and I have had
so you just
so
waiting
many
for your shot.
Opportunities.
You sitting there like, but when do you niggas pass me the ball?
The real, like you really got to pass me the ball for real.
One time.
Like, you know, for real.
That's
I had to wait a long
pressure.
time, you know. Yeah.
You're new. Are you? And this is to put it in there. Are you popping where you're at?
What's crazy? People tell me I'm popping every day, you know, but in real life, like I'm a humble person, like no fake humble shit. Like really, I'm unbothered and kind of desensitized to it. Like I think it's great that people hear my music, but in that sense, that's really what I care about. So
that got to be a big jump for you.
Yeah, I mean, and as a human being, I feel like I've been popping. Like I didn't just dress like this just because I signed to be. I mean, it's been my style. I've been rocking hats. I've been, you know, being myself, and so people know me for that. Like I've had my social media game going pretty strong for a minute and stuff. So definitely, just like on the way here, I had a tweet when I got into the office, like, I think I just saw Ingrid on the street. And Sean and I was laughing, we like, why wouldn't they speak? But I get that all the time from fans and stuff, like, I don't know if it's I'm not approachable or what. So I think that to a certain extent, to be able to go places around the country and I don't have no big record out or nothing like that, then I guess I feel like I am maybe a little bit popping, but it definitely hasn't gone to my head, or I know I got a long way to go. And I also don't ever want people to feel like, which is why I was so kind of like, not tense, but I never want people to see me and be like, man, this motherfucker's only on because Beyonce is her manager. My music is incredible, you know, and that's really what the focal point should be. You know, it's great that she's my manager, but people gotta use common sense. Nobody like Beyonce will put their stamp on something that's not actually good, you know, so it goes a lot further than our personal relationship and stuff like that. It's really about the music and the art, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
She never, unless I'm ignoring, she's never really put anybody on. That's like
she's never put anybody on.
So you got like the magic dust.
Yeah, me, Chloe and Halle, Sophie Beam, I guess so.
Jeez, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think that the most important thing to know, and it may be corny, but is that they're really nice people. And like, you know, so many people have, again, these expectations about them, but that's been my biggest lesson. Even my energy in here, my energy always with people, like they have the same energy, you know, even I've seen them in every setting pretty much, you know, where they could have definitely, it's been times where I'm like, they're not gonna speak to me. You know, like they busy right now and they still take time out to acknowledge me. This is far before I was even signed or anything. They've just always had genuine spirits about them. And you know, they treat people the right way, so therefore people really love working with them. That's why I feel like their biggest fans are the people directly around them because of the way that they treat people, and then that just kind of expand, you know. And so but also that, you know, I was telling someone else earlier, you know, Beyonce actually responds to my emails and shit, you know. I think that's important to say too, you know, because even for me being her artist, it took a lot of time for me to get comfortable transitioning from personal to business. So I didn't want to just be hitting her up and just be hitting her up, you know, and people at Parkwood would have to tell me, no, like you need to reach out to her about certain stuff. And every time I've ever reached out to her, shit, she responds like quicker than a lot of the other staff and shit. So it's like, you know, just knowing that, again, that just has taught me shit. When you get to that level, you really don't need to switch for anybody or anything. You can be yourself and you can be kind to people, and probably that's why I feel like they've become so immensely successful. Niggas want to put the devil on them and shit, but it's like, no, actually they just treat people right and karma is real. Like
they definitely, I mean, that'd be the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe a lot of shit, but I really just don't. I think the Illuminati
that shit is retarded. It's corny. Just
it's like mind blowing. It's like
if
you pay attention as Beyonce scratches her eyebrow 3 times, like the devil with 3 horns.
It's
like
so
it's the most ridiculous shit ever.
If people use their creativity to put that shit towards some other shit, we would
it'd be
so
25-minute videos. It slows down. As you can see, she winks.
People crazy.
I get it. So when did you join the Illuminati?
Shit, I guess 4 years ago.
I get it. All good.
Yeah, man.
Now, we're in this moment right now. You got the music out. Then there's the EP. Let's talk about it.
Yep. The EP is called Trill Feels. It's 7 tracks. I worked with Hayes Banga. He's a lot of people know Hayes because he was co-producing with Hit Boy a lot. But now he's kind of branched off. He and Hit still work together, but he's doing his own thing. And he and I work together really well. And he produced like 4 of the tracks on the project.
Crazy.
And then Kevin Roosevelt, K Rose, he's also a HS87 artist. He produced one of the tracks as well. And then I got a track produced by James Fauntleroy. who's like my favorite singer-songwriter. Really just
that's so elite.
Artist. Yeah.
They may not know, but that's so elite. So now listen, before you get out of here, you're nice, you have bars, you freestyle, you rap.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we're gonna get to hear you.
Word.
We gotta hear what the fuck is up. Give them some.
Hear?
I don't know. If you got 16, 20, however they got here, they gonna hear it today.
Fuck it. Rolling up while I'm driving while I'm blazing. Ask me how I feel, I say it's fucking amazing. Got an addiction to debauchery and a drinking fascination, so I'm fulfilling them all, no hints of exaggeration. And my nigga dressed like Scott Disick, skin the color of Michael Ealy, eyes the color of my weed, got tattoos like Wiz and Wheezy, educated at an Ivy League, he's in a two-seater, bobbing weaving, in and out of traffic just to scoop up his IBZ. Then we headed to Chief, we can say the word while we freak, cause if you put a baby in me, that baby gonna be a beast. Let's make some future presidents, future gated community residents. You future hating cause you ain't relevant. I ain't even pregnant and got you hella bent. But shit, I'm the shit, I'm knowing you smelling it. That weed so loud, they thinking I'm selling it. But I ain't selling shit.
I ain't mad at it. Future gay resident. This is a different type of cloth talk. It's a tax bracket rap. That's what this is. I ain't mad at it, man. Ingrid is Punch.
Yeah,
leave him with something. Tell him something, man. Where they gonna find you?
Excuse my stumbling in my bars and shit. I stumbled a little bit.
No matter what the fuck you say, some comment is gonna say something.
Okay, cool.
So this is what we gonna say in the comment now.
Fuck you in advance.
Fuck your comment.
Perfect. But anyway, for real, thank you for chiming in, tuning in, and check me out, Ingrid, at Ingrid. You know, I'm first name basis on social media, so it's just at INGRID, Twitter, Instagram.
You, how the hell you got that?
I was waiting for it.
Business, right?
Yes, yeah, man.